Oolery, nudity, the doo-dee, the nudity, and
Two rhymes.
doo-dee and nudity, you know?
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
We're back with another reaction.
REN reaction.
Another REN reaction. And this is one we've seen floating around the comments. It's REN's Pocket Full of Pain.
Pocket Full of Pain off of the REN Freckled Angels
Project. Yes.
The Freckled Angels Project. A project that's talked about a lot among the REN community. Something that we are thinking about diving deeply into it. So please let us know. Should we dive into the REN Freckled Angels Project? Let us know in the comments below. And if so, what are some of the songs? What are some of your favorite REN Freckled Angels songs on this whole project?
Let us know. Yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. We ain't came here to waste time. We came here to have a good time. Let's go. This is REN Pocket Full of Pain off of the REN Freckled Angels album project. Let's go.
I watch the sun when it rises, when it's climbing the sky. I sit here with the pocket full of pain. I've got tears in my juice, in my mind there's a noose, but my hope makes me cling to the day. I wanna run with the sun and the moon and the stars, till I'm running faster than my pain. I wish I could breathe out this fear, this doubt, send it into the Milky Way. I got my finger on the trigger of a Magnum 44, but survival instinct won't let me bleed. I wanna put a bullet straight at my cerebral tissues place, but my index finger won't let me squeeze. I wanna skate down my vein with the blade till the blood runs thicker than the thoughts in my head. But don't ask me why, this is not my goodbye, it's a suicide failure attempt. I choose life, I choose living. Put the bottles and the pills down, I stand up, I breathe with precision. Calm washes over me like a break in the storm. I close my eyes for a minute, then my troubles transform, and I travel deep into the corners of my mind. I remember the first time I felt hopeless. I think I was 5, cause at the hands of this bully, the lessons that I learned is that this world is not so beautiful. Sometimes it can be burnt by the fires of evil that are living inside the common people just like you and like I. We'll all strive to survive, and we all climb to the top over our brothers and sisters, whether we mean to or not. And we get lost in the tide of insecurities and power-seeking fooleries, but happiness don't live inside no jewelleries. In an age of distraction, we would rather tap on our iPhones than stop a war from happening. It's heartbreaking, Satan's patiently waiting for us to mess up big time, so hell on earth will be blatant. So forgive me for wanting to blow my brains out, but I've got a change of heart. It's time for change now, rearrange now, fist in the sky. I say proud, say loud, revolution word on my brain now. People hold the power, and power's with the people. The people strive for unity, the world it could be equal. You could be the start of the beginning, a dawn of no stress, no troubles, no sinning, just living. So overthrow evil and greed, put aside your distractions, welcome change with me, welcome change with me, welcome change with me, welcome change, welcome change, welcome change with me, welcome change with me, now welcome change with me, now welcome change, welcome change, welcome change with me. Yeah. Da 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 do.
Nice natural drums. Wow, REN Freckled Angels.
Pocket Full of Pain.
Woo! Pocket full of pain. Pocket full of awesomeness. That's what it is.
Yeah, well, you know, before we watch it again, we're going with this new format, guys. We got to listen to it one time through so we can get that initial listen, then we'll break it down.
I rather like this formula. I feel like it gives us a better opportunity to give a more detailed breakdown.
Yeah, because like the first time, you really just want to enjoy the song as well. You know, it's kind of hard to enjoy the song when you're trying to break it down and listen to it. Like, it's better to consume music how music is supposed to be consumed. It's supposed to be like natural reaction, not thinking so much, and just let it affect you. But off that natural reaction, talk about how it made me feel, right? I like this format. I like this REN. to be honest with you, I mean, I've heard songs with Ren like this before, but this is like super simple. That's why I like it. You know what I mean? It's just Ren, a guitar, some drums. You know, it sounds like just good old-fashioned songwriting. You know what I mean? Like songwriting at its best. You know, something to get your head bopping, get you in a good mood, catchy tunes, you know what I mean? And the subject matter is there. We'll get into that in the breakdown. But more importantly, just the vibe is just like sunny day, bright, sunny day. The flowers are blooming, the sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? And this is what Ren is doing again, like he did in the last one, Everybody Drops, that we covered. He's taking painful subject matter and giving it to us in such a happy format. But in this one, he's also like showing us both sides, right? Like he's starting with the pain and then moving towards, you know, the sunshine, the light.
I think this would work well on the radio.
Oh, the Twin Sense.
Twin Sense. I think this would work well on the radio, honestly. I like the guitar. Reminds me of very like lo-fi hip hop.
I think this would work well on the radio too.
I agree. And so I got lo-fi hip-hop vibes. As far as the guitar goes, the drums sound very natural, like he's in the studio, like somebody's playing them. They don't really sound digital to me.
And someone could be playing them.
Someone could. I wouldn't put it past them.
Or it could be digital and just mixed well, or it could just be a good instrument on. It could just be good.
Yeah, you could have found that pack.
Yeah,
that drum pack. But
that right pack.
Yeah, and you know, I just got this very calm, warming, happy sense vibe. But you know, it's in the name, pocket full of pain. You know, you carry all this pain in your pocket. Maybe the symbol. What do you carry in your pocket with you? You carry your phone, wallet. These are things that you always have with you. So maybe he's saying you're always carrying your pain with you everywhere you go. But on the other side of that pain is sunshine, because you can be the change. Well, now we're getting more into the message of this. But as far as the whole pocket full of pain, first initial vibes go, I rather really liked it. You know, the lyrics were
an easy listen.
Straightforward. There was poeticism in there, and there were, you know, metaphors and things of that sort. But nothing too crazy that would, like, turn anybody off. And also the singing in the beginning, man. Oof. I honestly, I didn't even know that was him for a second. Like, I knew it was him because I was listening to him, but I've heard him sing in many different ways before, but this is a voice I've never really heard him do before, personally, for me. And maybe that's because we didn't really dive into a lot of early Ren. This is like early as it gets.
It makes sense.
This might be like Illmatic Ren. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Illmatic is Nas's first album, arguably the greatest album in hip-hop and one of the greatest albums of all time.
Yes, you know, because you have Nas today, you have Nas in the 2000s, and then you have Illmatic Nas. Twin Sense.
That's 2 in 1 video, man. We haven't done that in a while.
2 in 1 video. It's a good day. It's a good day.
It's a good day.
You know, it's a pocket full of pain kind of day. Illmatic Nas. That's a Nas in its own category. So this is Freckled Angels Ren.
Yeah. How early is this in Ren's career? Let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments how early is this. But I'm ready to give it another listen and break it down. What about you?
Let's do it.
I watch the sun when it rises, when it's climbing the sky. I see you with the pocket full of pain. I've got tears in my juice, in my mind there's a noose, but my hope makes me cling to the day.
Damn, already, first 2 lines are super poetic. I love how he said, the sun, watching the sunrise with tears in my eyes. And he said it's climbing the clouds. That's what he said. It's climbing the clouds. I'm seeing the sun grow arms right now and just climbing these clouds right now.
Yeah, I think he's just poetically telling us the sun is coming up.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, all teary-eyed, watching the sun.
We can assume that it's like 6:30 a.m. or something. You know?
Yeah, something like that.
You know? And so it's early, you know? It's the beginning of the day. Maybe no one's out. Maybe he's just like by himself contemplating life, you know, going through his pain. But the sun is coming up, and maybe he wrote this when the sun was coming up. You know,
I could see him writing this whole thing in just this one session, sitting down during a sunrise. And then he says...
Maybe he had the guitar in his hand.
There was a line I like where he said the noose.
Yeah, the noose, yeah. Bring it back.
When it's climbing the sky, I see you with the pocket full of pain. I've got tears in my juice, in my mind there's a noose, but my hope makes me cling to the day.
In my mind there's a noose, but my hope makes me cling to the day.
Ooh,
in my mind, there's a noose. In my mind, I want to hang myself. Right? In my mind, I want to give up.
I want to die.
Or I want to die, because he quite frankly is talking about a suicide attempt in the song, right?
Yeah.
But my hope makes me cling to the day.
To live another day.
Yeah, my hope is like, if I could just get past this one more day. Let's just get past this one more day. And you know what? That's often the case for all of us. Maybe not with suicide. Maybe for some of us suicide. But definitely for stress and anxiety and trying to live in peace. We're like, you know what? We got to just get past this one day. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollars that's tomorrow. There'll be sun.
That's a badass redhead, yo.
Yeah.
I wanna run with the sun and the moon and the stars till I'm running faster than my pain.
Oh, I wanna run with the sun and the moon and the stars till I'm running faster than my pain.
Oh man, I just want to live my days. I want to live my days to escape this pain. I just want my days to pass. I want the days to pass. I want to.
Good line.
You know, and you know what? That's like on the surface level, but you know,
I want to run with the sun.
Many things.
Yeah, it could be just him and his imagination. Like, you know what I mean? I want to run with the sun and the moon and the stars till I'm running faster than my pain. Like, sometimes we go into our own mind and just think about a world where there's no pain, where we're running past it. Or maybe he's like, I want to live my. If this is early Ren, maybe he wasn't successful yet. He's like, I want to just be there already, and maybe that'll make me feel like I'm past my pain, or I don't know, man, but that's such a beautiful line. There's so many ways to interpret it. All I know is it made me feel hope.
What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take the time out to say thanks for watching the reaction. We also wanted to take the time out to introduce you to who we are and what we do. We're Strawhat Dynasty, a twin breakdancing rap duo from NYC. We've worked years now in cultivating our ability to make quality music videos, breakdancing, and overall entertaining. We pour everything we have into every song, every video, in order to provide you with the best entertainment experience possible. So if you would take the time to check out some of our original music, our content, and follow us on all platforms, we would super appreciate it. We're just two brothers following our dreams, and we appreciate your support as you join us on this life journey. Thanks so much. Now back to the reaction.
Wish I could breathe out this fear, this doubt, send it into the Milky Way. I got my finger on the trigger of a Magnum 44, but survival instinct won't let me bleed. I wanna put a bullet straight at my cerebral tissues place, but my index finger won't let me squeeze.
So he's saying, I want to kill myself. He has the Mac 44 finger, but his will and his instinct to live won't allow him to do it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, some people are so far gone.
It's a human instinct.
When it comes to wanting to end their life, that it overcomes their human instinct, and that's how they're able to do it. But in this case, he's like he's about to do it, but something deep inside of him won't allow him to do it. It won't allow him to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and let's talk about the way he's saying it, man. Like, the words he's choosing to use. You know what I'm saying? He could have said a
gun.
You know, a gun. He could have said, I want to pull the trigger, but I can't. But instead, he's describing the gun, a Magnum 44. If you know what a Magnum is, it's a revolver. You know,
is that 44 or 45? I think he said 45.
Either way, it's a revolver. So, you know, it's got like that revolving chamber where you put the bullets in, so you can see what the gun looks like in your mind. You can imagine, he said already, talked about the sun coming up. It's in the morning time. Maybe he's looking at the sun in the morning. He's got the gun in his hand. He also said, I want to pull the trigger, but my index finger won't move. You know, he could have just said, like, I wanted to pull the trigger, but he's specifically talking about his index finger.
Like, you could probably see, like, the struggle with his index, like, on, like, if it's a scene in the movie, like, he's going back and forth. He's deciding if he wants to do it or not.
Yeah, so, and like, but my will to live, my survival list or whatever, won't let me do it. And that's just a good metaphor for human nature. Like, humans want to survive. Like, by nature, we're survivors. Twin sense. So
that's 3 for 3, man.
Yeah, man.
What's going on today?
You know? Yeah, man. It's just a beautiful way to describe it. Let's keep listening.
I wanna skate down my vein with the blade till the blood runs thicker than the thoughts in my head. But don't ask me why, this is not my goodbye, it's a suicide failure attempt.
I want to skate with the blade down my vein till it runs thicker than what's in my head.
That's poetic. Ooh. Skate with the blade. You could have said, I want to cut myself. You said, I want to skate. Like, you know, I just think about, like, ice skates floating through ice. He's like, I want this, like, razor to float, like, like a skate on ice on my arm.
That's
until
crazy.
The blood flows thicker than what? Something like that.
Than what's in my head.
Okay.
And that just tells you he has a lot on his mind. But what I like about that, and let's go rap school.
Gate when I made, till the flood grows thicker than my head. So he's doing the.
Well, I wasn't talking. I was going to talk about.
Okay, you talk about what you're talking
about the
my bad.
Lyrical content. I always tell this to people, right? When I break down rap, we love to break down rap. Obviously, y'all know that. That's one of the reasons you're here. Basically, words are for us rappers, or just for musicians in general, but especially for rappers. Words are like ammunition. They're like the bullets. You know, the more words you have, the more ammunition you have in your arsenal. So you can say the same thing in like 8 different ways. And I always say this. I was walking down the street.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
I was strolling down the block.
Jocking the freaks, clocking the dough.
I was gliding down the pavement. If we want to go down the road he did with the razor blade. You know, the fact is that the more words you know, I said the same thing.
My feet were dancing down the cobblestone lane.
Look, now he's getting like literature right now. That could be a line in a book, you know? So that's some writing technique for y'all out there. I just wanted to throw that.
Yeah. And then let's talk about the actual technical aspect of it. I want to skate with the blade down my vein, but the vein. He's keeping that skate, blade, even bending the word vein to kind of rhyme with skate and blade a little bit or whatever.
Rhyme scheming.
Then the blood flows thicker than what's in my mind. And the rhyme before that ended in a mind rhyme. And then he starts going into
head.
all the
I think he said head, not mind.
Head?
Yeah, was thicker than in my head.
Okay, my bad. So the line before that was something that rhymed with head.
Actually, that was the only thing that didn't align with the rhyme scheme. He just ended it there, but the whole thing was the skate with the blade on my thing, put the blade to the blood.
The blade to the blood runs thicker than queen. Put a bullet straight at my cerebral tissues place, but my index finger won't let me squeeze. I wanna skate down my vein with the blade to the blood runs thicker than the thoughts in my head.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Either way, it was really cool that he kept all those rhymes, skate, blade, vein, and then changed it at the end, head. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool that he's doing that. He's you know, it's unpredictable. It plays with the listener's ear. I really like it.
It's not an end of his days. It's just a failed suicide attempt.
But don't ask me why, this is not my goodbye. It's a suicide failure attempt.
You know that's him, right?
It's a bluesy guitar.
You know that's him, right?
Talking to me?
I choose life, I choose living. Put the bottles and the pills down. I stand up, I breathe with precision. Calm washes over me like a break in the storm. I close my eyes for a minute, then my troubles transform. And I try.
Wow. Okay, so now he's transforming his way of thinking. He said he chooses life over the pills, over this. He said can't. Or at least he said can't. I don't know if it was the accent. He said can't goes over me like a storm. But I choose.
Put the bottles and the pills down. I stand up, I breathe with precision. Calm washes over me like a break in the storm. I stand up, I breathe with precision. Calm washes over me like a break in the storm. I close my eyes for a minute, then my troubles transform. And I travel.
Now he's like, I close my eyes for a minute. Now I'm about to have a different point of view. My troubles transform, because he said can't breezes over me like the eyes of a storm. I think he said eyes. I thought he said can't. He has a thick accent, can't. You know, like I can't go on, I can't live. But now my troubles transform, and that's a foreshadow, because REN has a song called Troubles. He didn't even know that was going to happen back then.
You know, a lot of the times I've heard musicians say this, and I think it's true because I've experienced it myself. Sometimes I feel like we're just tools, just projecting from a higher power, whether it's God or the universe or something, but there's a certain energy that enters us, and we're not really in control. We kind of are in control. Once you get into that flow state, you're just manifesting and putting out your words out there. So like maybe that was like an instant right now, like he just like had one of those moments where he wasn't even in control, and you know, he foreshadowed his own song, and years later it would come to fruition.
Amen.
Deep into the corners of my mind, I remember the first time I felt hopeless. I think I was 5, cause at the hands of this bully, the lessons that I learned is that this world is not so beautiful. Sometimes it can be burnt by the fires of evil that are living inside the common people just like you and like I.
Wow. So he's saying he learned at an early age the world's not a beautiful place. But I also like how he said, I remember the first time I learned this when I was 5. Like, it was kind of like he went into, like, for a second, like a spoken word type of flow. Like he just stopped writing the beat and he was just talking. I like that.
Yeah, and I just like the concept of, like, looking at something from the point of a child, because I think that oftentimes if you want to take something complicated and make it simple, you just look at it the way a child looks at it, because children, it's no bullshit with children.
Nah.
They say it like it is. They see what they see. They say what they say. They have no filter because they haven't been jaded by the world, where the world tells them, you can't say this, you can't say that.
They're too
You gotta
early.
look at it like this. It's like, this is how I see the world. This is how I give it back to you. So, I think that experience at 5 years old with a bully can definitely, like, I understand how it taught him that the world's not always a happy place for the common person like you and I. Because, like, usually a bully's like the alpha dog in the social circle, and all the common children who aren't emanating that bully strong energy are the targets. You know what I'm saying?
And when he said the common folk, just like you and I, is a good songwriting, because now the song just becomes more relatable. You can always say me, what I go through, ye, this, that. But the minute you say stuff like you and I, or you say you, or people, now it's like, okay, now people are like, oh, this song is for me. I'm common, right?
That are living inside the common people just like you and like I. We'll all strive to survive, and we all climb to the top over our brothers and sisters, whether we mean to or not. And we get lost in the tide of insecurities and power-seeking fooleries, but happiness don't live inside no jewelleries. In an age of distraction, we would rather tap on our iPhones than stop a war from happening.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Yeah. He says sometimes, with either whether it's on purpose or not, sometimes we fuck each other over. You know what I mean?
It's human nature.
It's human nature to fuck each other over, to get one up with somebody, screw them.
Sometimes you just do stuff you're not proud of. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't even mean it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even mean it, but it happens. And then he proceeds to, like, talk about some of those things. You know what I mean? Talk about fucked up ways of behaving.
Yeah,
right.
Something about, like, everything's not like jewelry.
No, that's not what he said. No, but I know the jewelry.
And power-seeking fooleries, but happiness don't let me get lost in the tide of insecurities and power-seeking fooleries, but happiness don't live.
Yeah, we get lost in the tide of insecurities and power-seeking foolery, but happiness don't live inside no jewelry. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice little rhyme scheme too,
Not
right?
vain.
Yeah.
Ooh and E. Ooh, Larry, new the D, the do the D, the new the D, and
2 rhymes.
Do the D and new the D.
No, but yeah. So, like, sometimes we get lost in, like, the foolery of just being a human being. The unimperfect parts of being, everything. Just we get lost in the fucked up part of being human beings. Sometimes the power seeking part, human beings are always seeking power. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Sometimes you're seeking power for all the right reasons, like power to take control of your own life and things like that. But a lot of people also are seeking power in a sense of, like, I'm trying to just, like, rule people. You know what I mean?
Which leads people to fucked up priorities, because he said they'd rather just press record. In the age of distraction, they'd rather press record than stop a war.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the fact that people can so jadedly just watch other people die online, fucking kind of crazy when you think about it, right?
Or, like, instead of help somebody who maybe fell into the train track, just start recording them.
Yeah, man, you see that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants to step in and help. I'm not trying to judge nobody. I get it, but he's just pointing out that fact, or what our society has come to.
We get lost in the tide of insecurities and power-seeking fooleries, but happiness don't live inside no jewelleries. In an age of distraction, we would rather tap on our iPhones than stop a war from happening. It's heartbreaking, Satan's patiently waiting for us to mess up big time, so hell on earth will be blatant. So forgive me for wanting to blow my brains out, but I've got a change of heart. It's time for change now, rearrange now, fist in the sky. I say proud, say loud, revolution word on my brain now.
I like that whole Satan's waiting patiently, just from a technical point. Satan's waiting patiently
until hell
some
on,
Eminem shit.
Said hell on earth is blatant.
And patiently waiting is Eminem made that beat.
Yes, he did.
Okay, but yeah, you know, for hell on earth to arrive, because, you know, again, not trying to get biblical on y'all. I know y'all get a little sensitive about that sometimes, but we're just interpreting what we think. You know, the day will come, the end of days. Revelation.
The end of days. Revelation.
Hell on earth will arise.
Leviathan will come down.
Leviathan. All the other monsters.
I said
Leviathan. Sounds like a fucking
Fuck
medicine.
it. Better than I was gonna say it. Sounds like some shit that they used to.
Take Leviathan.
It sounds like some shit they used to. The medical industry used to fuck us over and turn us into addicts, right?
Yeah. But, well, let's not digress. You know, Satan's blatantly waiting, patiently waiting for us to, so he can bring hell on earth for us to fuck each other over.
Yeah, I think, you know, if we're just gonna interpret that in the most simple ways, like evil is out there, evil is waiting for you. You know what I mean? We can easily fall into it, and it's just waiting to consume you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when he talked at the end was like, oh, but I'm gonna change now. Like, you know, I'm gonna be the change, basically.
Yeah,
start a revolution.
I'm gonna start the revolution. Has revolutionary tendencies and talks about, you know, coming together, unity, things like that. And you know, his music truly reflects like unity of people. He has often went into talks of society and government and all the fucked up shit they do, and how can we unify against that. He's not just someone I noticed that reaches into the internal, but he also reaches into the external and cares a lot about, because there's artists that like are strictly just like about the internal battle. You know what I mean? And I resonate a lot with those artists, you know, like NF, for example. NF don't really talk about political shit, and NF don't really talk about like the external. He's always about the internal, you know? But I kind of feel like Ren he taps into both.
Yeah.
You know?
He's gonna start a revolution.
People hold the power, and power's with the people. The people strive for unity, the world it could be equal. You could be the start of the beginning. A dawn of no stress, no troubles, no sinning, just living. So overthrow evil and greed. Put aside your distractions, welcome change with me. Welcome change with me. Welcome change with me. Welcome change, welcome change, welcome change with me. Welcome change with me. Now welcome change with me. Now welcome change, welcome change, welcome change with me.
You could be the change. Pretty much what he's trying to say. You could be the one that starts it. But on technical, I like the whole bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. Again, just a little sprinkle and a little bit of, you know, subverting your expectations. You had a flow that he was kind of rocking with from many times out of nowhere. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum. I call them like little sprinkle flows.
Little spurts, little gun spurts. But yeah, yo, and honestly, I like the message here. It's just like, to keep it quite simple, change starts from within, and in order to change the world, we have to change ourselves. And he says that ever so lovely in these couple of lines over here. You know, the overall arching message, like, you know, if you want to change the world, you got to change yourself. If you want to spark a revolution, you got to take care of the evil inside before you can take care of the evil outside. And you know, I personally can resonate with that message. I do feel like people kind of talk so much about changing the world, and they really want things to change. They don't take the time to change themselves. Therefore, they don't do anything to be the real change in the world, because they're not ready to take on all that onto their plate, because they got so much other stuff on their plate, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Let's finish this off.
Yeah. Da 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 do.
Saucy. Okay, finishing it off with some saucy drums and some little scatty scats. He's scatting that jazz, that jazz technique where you kind of just make up words on the spot and like a rhythm.
It's that word sounds.
Actually, this song reminds me of something that one of my favorite artists would make. A guy named Wax.
Wax.
Yes, Wax. If you don't know Wax, So definitely want to cover him more on the channel. Put y'all on to somebody amazing. This guy is just as much of a musical genius as Ren is, believe it or not.
Yes.
And a lyrical genius at that. I think y'all, if you like Ren, if you like this song, you would like Wax. He makes a lot of good music like this.
Kind of reminds me of a Flying Limousine a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what
I
I
hear
mean?
Flying Limousine.
He's got
vibes.
other songs that sound like this too.
Mad songs.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
Wheels.
Yeah.
Flying Limousine. Fucking
Yeah.
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But anyways, yep. Pocket Full of Pain off of the Ren Freckled Angels album. Man, what a joy. I can't wait to dive deep into this early Ren stage, into this album, into what was it called? The other album they said?
I think Demos.
Demos?
Or Demos.
What's the name of that album you guys want us to let us know in the comments below?
Yes. Yes, man. So, yeah, Ren's Pocket Full of Pain. That's what we thought about it. Nice track. Listen to it today. Maybe it's a nice sunny day.
Yep.
All right.
And if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification because it spreads our shit out.
Yes, man. Spread your shit.
Spread your shit.
Yes.
All right.
And, if you haven't yet, take the time to check out our Patreon. We got a lot of cool stuff on there, updating it with not only early access to reactions, never before seen reactions, and of course, a lot of BTS behind Strawhat Dynasty. We're really taking the Patreon in a different direction, trying to give y'all original content that goes past just reactions, stuff that really brings you into our world, entertains you, and hopefully educates you, having a good time.
So if you're entertained by us, if you like our vibe, you like our message, how we do things, check it out. There may be a tier just for you.
Yes. I'm Trix the Hooligan.
And I'm Jules the Buddha Monk.
We are
Strawhat Dynasty, your favorite rapping
breaking
twins from
NYC.
NYC.
Peace.